Hello, I just thought I'd make a video to talk to whoever cares to listen about my psychological issues about religion and Mormonism. Yeah, it's true that no one really cares about me except for maybe a few people out there who really try to help me, but I don't really know them personally, so. My fans obviously don't give a shit about me, so, um, I just have. I'm just talking to the wall, basically. But like, though I am not really savable by the LDS Church because I'm too sinful. Uh, and though I have a lot of complaints against the LDS Church, um, like I've been watching a lot of videos about how the about Protestants and atheists who don't like Mormons, and neither of them like Catholics either, or at least that's the way it appears to me. Especially like there's a lot of anti-Mormon stuff out there from from Protestant types, and from atheist types, whereas Catholics and Mormons seem to get along pretty well. Um, Catholics are different than Mormons. Like Catholics believe in banning contraception, whereas Mormons believe in banning alcohol. But Catholics have alcohol and Mormons have contraception. I mean, they're different like that, but they get along in that they both have high standards of morality, and they're both heavily opposed by atheists and Protestants. Whereas atheists and Protestants seem to have more lax levels of morality, and like I, how do I explain this? I have a lot to complain about the LDS Church, and I think the Protestants have some really good points against the Mormons. But in my own witness of my life in the LDS Church, there did definitely appear to be an absolute kind of magic about Mormonism. So when they say that there is no devil, I would just look at that and say, well, if the Mormon Church isn't really true, then the Mormon Church would have to be the devil at that point because of the magic that they possess. Uh, or at least that's what I would think about it. But here's the thing though: would the devil uphold a higher morality like the Catholics or the Mormons do? I mean, it's true that Catholics and Mormons, uh, they screw up. They're stupid. They make mistakes. They have some gross mismanagement problems. They do some really bad things, but they try to uphold and establish a higher form of being, a better, like what they consider to be greater morality. Some kind of moral fiber, institute some kind of moral fiber into society. Whereas Protestants and atheists, they seem to be a lot a lot more lax in their moralities. Like Protestants seem more willing to allow gay marriage, and atheists the same thing. Whereas Catholics and Mormons are not so much on the same, are against gay marriage. And I'm not saying anything about gay marriage itself, but if you look at the Jewish scriptures, gay marriage or gay sex is wrong, and that's what the Jews have to say about it. And well, it's just, I think that having a certain amount of moral level in society is a good thing. But of course, I'm a sort of hypocritical for saying that because I'm not even good enough for the LDS level of morality. I'm just, you know, I, I'm a good person in a number of ways, but the way I was raised LDS is that they were very, very condemning, and they condemned and criticized certain behaviors so much that I could not feel happy in that church anymore because I have like I am biologically unable to be good enough for the Mormons. But it's also possible that the Mormons do have their stupidities, and the Catholics have their stupidities too, but they try to uphold some kind of higher morality than the Protestants or the atheists. So what does that say? What does that say about Mormonism and Catholicism? Are the are the Catholics and Mormons the evil ones because they uphold a higher level of morality, or are they the good ones for having a higher level of morality, or at least what you'd subjectively consider to be higher? Maybe it's an objective consideration. I don't know. Definitions of words not really appealing to me right now. So I'm not good enough for the Mormon Church, and the Mormon Church is screwed up royally in my eyes. But they seem to get along with the Catholics, and I can definitely be appreciative of some Catholics, and it just seems like there's this war with the Catholics and the Mormons are allied, and then, well, seemingly allied, they seem to get along. They seem to have similarities, whereas the Protestants like atheists and Protestants don't really get along with each other because they believe different things, but they both get together against Catholics and Mormons. It seems, as far as I can tell. And it's true that the Mormon they have some very good evidence against the Mormons. I mean, it is surprising how much Mormonism could be considered fraudulent because of some of these interesting arguments they have. But the problem with me is that I have already witnessed a certain amount of Mormon magic, and basically, if either Mormons are of Lucifer or the devil or whatever you want to call them, or they're of God. And the interesting thing is that when they have some high morality with another group of people who they're allied with in their high morality, that seems to indicate that they could be of God, even though it seems totally unbelievable that would be the case. Like, the evidence against Mormonism is so great that it would be a miracle if they were actually correct and of God. But there is a way that I can see that it's possible that they are of God, and that's basically me ranting on my psychological problem right now. And I guess I don't really have much more to say other than I've been thinking about it, and even though Mormons are totally dumb, they have some good points. Like they have not been completely disproved in their magic. They have not been completely disproved as trying to be a good people. It's just that they're extremely freaking stupid, and that's it. Okay, thank you.